In this video, we're going to look at setting up a very quick promo event. If you've looked at the other videos, you might look at events and go, wow, that's a lot of detail that I have to remember. But remembering, of course, that we give you a lot of options. And once you do get familiar with the system, of course, you know exactly where to go and what to do. But if you want to get up and running super quick, and if you want to do that, there is a quick and easy way of doing it. Simply just log on as your agent, go into your events, and just click here on Quick Event Promo. Now, the only prerequisite here is that you at least have one brand set up, and you would have done that if you set up your agency anyway. So we're kind of relying on you having at least one brand in the system, so you're good to go. It's one simple page, and this will set you up with all the basic default information and send you live straight away with your event. So what's the name of the event? We're just going to pick an event that a show called COSI, which is very popular on the coast, coming back, I think, for its third run. So we're putting the title in here, and remembering, of course, we can put in it's also just known as COSI, and we're just popping that in there as the also known as, because the full title includes the author's name as well. We want a headline for the event, so all I'm doing is just copying and pasting this information here from what I already have, and then we want the full synopsis, which is another couple of lines of text. We're just going to punch that in. It's already picked the brand for us. If it's a different brand, just pick it from the list. But it's already picked your home brand, which is probably what is going to be used. Are there any production credits? We really have to ask you this question. It is optional, of course. You don't have to put these in. Only the fields that are yellow are optional. But if there's any production credits, such as the directors, pop them in there. And that's just because it goes on the title card. So there's an opportunity for you to put it in. Audience rating is required. It does default to general, but we do require that you do actually have an audience rating for a show. The start and end dates, well, that's actually it's optional. You don't actually have to put it in. You don't have to put it in a promotional header either. But what I'm just going to show you now is let's just put some dates in. So we know this production run goes from 27th to the 12th. There, so if we put that in now, it'll create the header for that, for the dates, even though we haven't actually got an exhibitions. And then, but if we're not putting any dates in, we may just say returning this May and June, right in there. So we can put that in, and that will, if we don't have any dates, it'll just show that. And if we don't have either, it'll just use a default selection. We're not going to put a promotional venue in. We're just going to leave it, even though we have some promo venues. We're just going to leave it blank. And where are we sending people to? So this is actually mandatory. We have to actually have somewhere that we're actually sending people to. There has to be a point of them actually viewing this event in the system. And it could just be your bookings page. In this case, it just goes off to try booking. It could be your Facebook page. It could just be a Facebook post, to actually advertise the fact that this thing's coming up and just push traffic to your Facebook post. We do require a picture. And the reason we require a picture is that it is required for ad events that are showing up as ads. You can add events that have no picture, but they will require exhibitions, and we will then give it a default picture, which is, it's kind of like a default fallback. But we do like that you actually have a picture, and we've got our COSI picture here. And we're going to put it in, and we're just going to go live, and that's it, we're done. And now if we go to the main page here, we can see we've got a COSI ad, we've got our picture, we've got our headlines. You can see the information that we put in. There's our headline, there's our production credits, there's our text returning this May, June. See, so that text that we put in has overridden the actual dates that we put in. But we've got our dates there, Friday 27th of May to the June. So it looks complete, ready to go. We click on it, we've got our ad here with all the information linked to our agency. We go through and we go to more info, and that takes us straight through to booking. So that is it. It is absolutely super swift, and it is to be found just off events. And as long as you've got at least one brand set up, you can click on the quick event promo, and a couple of fields later, you are up and live. So a few things you need to just be aware of is that this does set some defaults. Obviously, you can then go back into it and edit the event here, which you can find underneath the brand, and you can start playing with a bit more things. You can see that the event is already confirmed. The event type is show. It's just the default event type that we have It's not anything specific. Other ticketing information, promo, there's no, specific title here. There's no, a lot of these things are not filled out, but we've just put enough information in to get you up and on the system with a presence that is a bona fide presence and actually pushes people to where they need to go. So that is it. Hope you enjoy that feature. It'll certainly get you up and running very quick. And we've talked about the evolution of the event lifecycle before in these videos. So this is actually a great place to actually start. As soon as you decide you're going to do a show, just do exactly what we've just done to get it up. Really, the only thing you have to do in advance is just make sure you've got a picture in the right dimensions, which I think is 900 by 500 pixels, and just a headline and a basic synopsis, and you are good to go. You could just be using this for advertising auditions and pushing people through to your audition page. Whatever it is, this is the quick and dirty way of getting it done. Thanks a lot.